Well, hello there, gang. So yesterday, Jeremiah and I did an interview, and went pretty good.
I thought it went well.
I thought it went fantastic.
We got several positive comments.
Yeah, and
some negative ones. No, not really.
Yeah, lo and behold, we were able to raise some money for the American Heart Association Heart Walk, not the Hawk Walk.
Ooh.
The Heart Walk.
Ooh, I tried the Hawk Walk once.
Hawk Walk is weird.
It's really hard.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to have the right shoes for it.
Yeah.
So.
Now we've got a friend here today. This is Little Momo. This is her stage name, Little Momo. You want to say hi, Momo?
Hi.
So she's going to help us do a little interview today. So Jeremiah, we're doing an interview today. We're still trying to raise money for the Heart Walk.
We are, and so we're looking at maybe just digging through some of the friends and acquaintances that you've had over the past years, and I thought there'd be nothing better than for us to spend some time reminiscing about the BAZ group.
BAZ group.
That
hey,
was huh?
Toledo.
So I just put together a couple things. I thought it'd be sweet to talk about. Maybe talk about some of the things you did really well. I'm gonna go ahead and show our audience the list that I put together of things I thought you were good at when you were there.
Fantastic.
And let's see if you can guess any of them. So here's my list. Hopefully you guys can see it. There's 8 of them there. Don't tell Ryan. All right. So what were you good at the BAZ group?
Well, I don't want to brag, but the phrase 5-tool player came up often.
That wasn't actually on my list of 8 things.
Okay, so well, I don't know. It's been a while. Been a while since I was working with the BAZ group, but I felt like I brought some skills to the team. I don't know.
Well, maybe you can list some of the things you're good at now, and we can see if some of those were things that you might have been good at then.
Yeah. Well, I like math, so I don't know if math was on there. Like maybe I did some. No.
No, math wasn't on there. Actually, little Momo was getting frustrated.
Okay.
Not getting these right.
Well, what else? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't think I'm just going to be honest here. I don't think I was very good at anything as it related to the BAZ group.
I'm going to have to check with the judges. Little Momo, she's going to take that as an answer.
Yes.
Actually, nothing was the top answer.
I got to be honest. I was drawing blanks when I started thinking about things I was great at.
Also, nothing.
Nothing.
I interviewed all of your colleagues. They couldn't come up with anything.
Yeah.
It was tough.
Yes.
So.
Well, that's not a surprise, to be honest. Like, I can remember some stressful days there, and I think a lot of it had to do with my performance, right, Momo?
Yeah. Here you go.
Yes. So Momo is now, she's taken care of.
Sorry, that's my agent.
No, that's okay. There are some things, though, that I do remember that I struggled with at the BAZ group.
Yeah, there were some struggles. And
okay.
I got a few of these here, so.
Okay.
You think you can guess any of them?
Well, I can remember a phrase that was very common when I would do things around the office or for reports that I was responsible for creating. And I can remember kind of a phrase that almost everybody uttered to me, which was, why did you do that?
That actually was our #1 response. I surveyed your coworkers, other peers. They all mentioned that. And,
yes.
Do you want to take them? Why did you do that?
Well, to be honest, I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did half the things I did there. Frankly, I'm just going to be totally honest. I don't know how I survived there for 3 years.
Well, and that's not surprising given your list of talents that we just went over.
And got pay raises along the way. I mean, I don't want to say I was pulling the wool over people's eyes, but, I mean, there were definitely times I'm sitting in meetings going, I have no idea what we're talking about.
Well, apparently they didn't either.
Yes.
So,
fantastic. Fantastic. But it was a struggle.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So why don't we talk a little bit, let's reminisce about, there's certain phrases that would be thrown around the office. You remember any of those things?
Yeah, to be honest, so there were like these, like jargon of the biz that came up a lot when I was working at the BAZ group. So I can remember I actually would interchange these terms not even knowing what they were for probably the first 18 months of my job experience.
That's what I do here, actually.
Yeah. So, well, to be honest, like old habits die hard. I think I do the same thing here. I just make stuff up and pretend like it all makes sense. So I can remember pretty much interchanging CSR with DID and my always favorite two-way DID. The frame relay, that sounded fantastic. I wanted one. I had no idea what it was. The cloud. Always the cloud.
Apple trademarked that, actually.
Okay, so we can't use that anymore. I don't know, but I would literally interchange these words. The ISDN PRIT one. I pretty much, I think for about a year I had no idea what I was saying, but I would just, when in doubt, say ISDN PRIT one. That's what I did.
Yeah, we actually just call that 2DID now.
2DID.
Yeah, no, DID.
Yeah, I remember 2A DID.
Over in WCA, that's what we do with that DID.
Yeah.
So.
I remember my friend Susie saying 2A DID was possible, and I remember being in a meeting when we discovered it wasn't.
Oh.
That wasn't fun. I don't know if you remember that, Susie. I do. Yeah.
Well, in every business, every group, anytime you're employed anywhere, I think one of the ways that a lot of camaraderie is built is discussing some of the client fumbles, some of the...
Well, I had a few of those, few client fumbles. I can remember, well, I'll have to be anonymous with the clients because, to be honest, well, you know, just to protect the innocent.
And the guilty.
And the guilty. But, yeah, I had a few fumbles in my day. I remember working with a client, having them being out of phone service for about a week. That was fantastic. I got to hear about that one regularly. So, but, you know, hey, that was on me, right? I should have known what I was doing. I should have known what I was talking about. And, you know, basically, I guess the phrase overpromise, underdeliver was probably worth mentioning there. But, you know, there were definitely, I had my fair share of fumbles along the way. But, man, it was a heck of a time at the BAZ Group, let me tell you that. Yeah.
I think that's true. Too bad about those anonymous fumbles.
Yes, anonymous. Yes. Yeah.
No good. So, what is it that you actually miss about the BAZ Group? Because it doesn't look like you were great at it, and you kind of messed up some stuff. So.
Yeah, I mean, let's be candid. Momo, I mean, honestly, she's crying at some of the stuff I've done over the years. She's so disappointed in me. But, you know, Jeremiah, I'm just gonna be dead level honest with you here. The thing I missed most about the BAZ Group, that's it, the team. I think I just miss everybody there. And so, you know, as I was thinking about and reminiscing about the great times I had at the BAZ Group and acknowledging, as even Momo feels, very disappointed with my performance. She doesn't even know the team and she misses them. It was that great. So I'm going to say I miss the team, and I'm going to call them out. And I'm going to say, hey, fellow BAZ Group alumni, of which I was, 1999 to 2003.
Good years.
They were great years. If you're an alum of the BAZ Group and you want to help Uncle Ryan raise some money for the American Heart Association, do me a favor. Take a look at the link below this video. Go ahead and sign up and throw a few bucks Uncle Ryan's way. Help us tackle heart disease in Western New York. God love you, BAZ Group. I miss you. And when I'm through good old Toledo, I promise to stop by again. Right, Momo?
Bye.
Bye-bye.